Hello friends, welcome back to the Geology MCQ series from KM Angar. This is the second video for chapter 5th and यहाँ पर हम बात करेंगे about the forms of igneous bodies, phase diagram and differentiation and assimilation type of questions. So let us begin with our first question, that is, which of the following bodies are those which cuts overlying strata? So there are mainly two type of igneous bodies. Let us assume that this is the strata. One type of igneous bodies which lies parallel to these strata, or they do not cut the stratas. Another type of bodies which cut these type of stratas, and those which cut these strata are known as the discordant bodies, and those which are parallel or which do not cut the strata are known as the concordant bodies. So here it is asking about which cuts overlying strata, so it is the discordant body. Then which of the following is an example of concordant bodies? And you have the options like lopulith, laccolith and sill. And here you can see in the diagram laccolith, which is not cutting the strata, as well as lopulith, this is also not cutting the strata, and finally sill. So all of these three are the example of concordant bodies. So here fourth option will be our right answer. The next question is, which of the following is not a discordant body? So discordant bodies are those which cuts the strata, and here the examples are batholith, Stokes and Bose. Here you can see the example of batholith. It is a large igneous bodies without a particular shape. Then Stokes, which have the circular bodies. Then Bose is also something like this. But if you will see the Facholith, it looks something like this. And this is also running almost parallel to the strata or bedding plane. So Facholith comes under the concordant bodies. That's why this is not a discordant body. Here second option will be our right answer. Then question number fourth one is, granitic magma can be produced by melting of continental crust, and B is the from differentiation of primary basaltic magma. And you have to choose whether only one is correct, only B is correct, both A and B are correct, or none of them are correct. So as you know that continental crust is composed of mainly silica and aluminium, Cl, and the granitic magma is also rich in silica as well as in aluminium. So this granitic magma can be generated by the melting of continental crust. Then if we talk about the basaltic magma, it is rich in magnesium, calcium, but if we differentiate, the differentiation includes the removal of primary minerals like olivine, pyroxenes, calcic plagioclase. As the magma cools down, it becomes more silica rich and more aluminium rich. Then definitely more aluminium, more silica rich means the granitic magma. So granitic magma can be produced either by melting of continental crust or from the differentiation of primary basaltic magma. So here both A and B are correct, and hence third option will be the right answer. Then question number fifth one is, which of the following processes happened during the intrusion of magma? Now what happens is that when any magma intruded or it tries to come out from the earth, there are some rocks which surrounds it like this. So during this intrusion of magma, there are a lot of processes like the magmatic assimilation, means the mixing of surrounding rock into the magma. Then you have magmatic intrusion, magmatic stopping as well. So here all of the above, fourth option will be the right answer. Then this question is from the phase diagram. There are some terminologies used to define the phase diagram like liquidus, solidus, eutectic point, cotectic lines. So out of those, the liquidus is a line which separates. So liquidus separates the melt and melt plus crystal. Now let us take a simple phase diagram of plagioclase. So here what you will get, this is a liquidus. Here it is completely melt. Here melt plus liquid, and here melt plus solid, and here the completely solid. So this line, this above line is known as the liquidus, and the lower one which separates the melt plus solid to the solid or to the crystal, it is known as the solidus. So here it is asking about liquidus, and hence first option is our right answer. Then seventh question is the eutectic point is the point where. So at the eutectic point, both crystals crystallize together. Now let us see what happens. Say this is the crystal X and this is the crystal Y. So here it is something like this, and this point is known as the eutectic point. When the magma composition is here, then the first crystal will form like this, and then as it moves here, only X will crystallize, and when it's reached at this point, this is the eutectic point, then both X and Y will crystallize together. So here third option will be our right answer. Then question number 8th one is cotectic line is formed. So if you will go in a ternary diagram, then you will not get the condition like this. You will get a line which is formed by different eutectic points. So this line is known as the cotectic line, which is formed by the joining of eutectic points. So here third option will be our right answer. This is not the second one, third. Typing mistake. Then the question number 9th one is, which of the following processes operates during the magmatic differentiation? So magmatic differentiation means the crystallization of crystals and then they got separated. So during this process, the lot of subdivisions are there, like the liquid immiscibility, fractional crystallization, gravity setting, gaseous transfer, as well as the filter passing. So all of the above, all of these five are the part of magmatic differentiation. So hence sixth one will be our right answer. Then question number 10th one is, which of the following minerals are crystallized in the continuous part of bounce reaction series? So as you know, the normal bounce reaction series, here you will get the olivine, pyroxene, amphibold, biotite. Here the calcic plagioclase, sodic plagioclase, orthoclase, muscovite, and finally the quartz. So this series is known as your discontinuous series, and this is the continuous series. So this is the calcic to sodic plagioclase, and hence the plagioclase are the part of continuous series. So first option will be our right answer. Then 11th question is the assimilation is. Assimilation, as I have already told, it is the mixing of rock into magma. Rather we can say that mixing of surrounding rock into the magma. Then question number 12 is, which is the last product of bounce reaction series? So last product of bounce reaction series is here your orthoclase, muscovite, and quartz. So quartz is the last product of bounce reaction series. Third option will be our right answer. Then question number 13th one is, according to the phase rule. So according to phase rule, the formula is F is equal to C minus P plus 2. Here F is equal to the degree of freedom and C is equal to the number of components and P is equal to number of phases. So here second option will be your right answer. And it's all about for today. Thank you. In the next video we will see some next questions and try to cover the whole book before the exam. Thank you.